came in the mid-year when he first came to Georgia, so he was there for a spring. He was there for all last season. He was there another spring. So he's had a pretty good bit of time to learn our system, to get comfortable with our system. He is a guy who prepares extremely well. I think he's a tremendous leader. It's hard to say that with the redshirt freshman, but he had great experience at his high school attempt. It's very good for him is the amount of veteran players around him. We've got 10 returning starters. We've got almost 2 deep at every position that has played some significant snaps or even started somewhere along the line. The offensive line, Lord willing, will stay healthy this year. All those years of playing freshmen, redshirt, freshmen, sophomores, these guys are all grown up now. They're all juniors and seniors, and that's going to help. Grant is our new defensive coordinator. He's a very sharp guy. He's a great football mind, but he's a sharp guy, period. And he did his homework. He studied Georgia. He didn't want to just jump into some place. He's in a great place. There's the Dallas Cowboys. That's a pretty good place to be. And so he just didn't want to jump into college for the sake of jumping into college. He wanted to go to a place where he thought the potential was outstanding, and even the track record was outstanding. So as he studied Georgia, he had a lot of confidence. In the East, lose 2 games in the West, and you're out. So they're all important. It would be nice to get off on the right foot, have a good start, and gain momentum as you go. We are going to play our first 3 games at high noon, basically. It's going to be very, very hot, those 3 games. And our guys have been preparing in the heat. It's been a very hot summer. I think they're saying it's about the hottest summer on record in the Athens area since they've been keeping track of the weather temperatures. And so we've been working in it, but it's hard to simulate playing in a game that kind of heat. We're working hard towards getting enough depth at every position. I hate to think one guy at any one position is going to play every snap and be able to play as hard and as fast as we want him to play. So I think it's really crucial for us to gain confidence in some of the backups to allow them to play. They got to play early in this season for us to lead.
No, I really just don't question on Coach Richt. There's much of the rules, like I said. Coach Richt is a great guy. I believe there's no better coach in the country who has his character and his leadership that really can push a program like he has in the past. You gotta sit down with Coach Richt that like he's a great guy, man. He just preaches how to be a better man and be a better husband and just being a better father or being a better person in society. That really grew me to the University of Georgia, Coach Richt and his character, man, his high character. You can't really find much coaches like that.
Which team do you think did the best job of coverage systems against you last year?
Oh man, I gotta say probably LSU. I just consider him one of the greatest coverage corners I've played against. He's a great athlete, and like I said, he got to be the best corner I've ever won. Besides Joe Hayden,
I think when you talk about Ryan now, the first thing is he is the leader of our football team. His energy, his smile, his excitement on how he approaches every day in practice and the meeting room makes everybody around him better. And you can't say enough about that. He's a tremendous competitor. He really believes every time he steps on the field he's going to find a way to win. He's been doing that his entire life. Still thinks he's a great basketball player, and he can do that too. But just that type of personality, helps our players approach practice the right way. And I've been very proud of him dealing with this injury and not being able to go through spring ball because he got better even though he didn't take a snap and throw the ball because he spent a lot of time in the film room studying our offense, studying the defenses in the conference. He was behind the court on every play of spring ball, looking at the front, looking at the coverage, turning around saying, hey, we should have did this, we could have done that, or that was a great read. So just that maturity, I think, will really help him when we get started here in 2 weeks. Well, you got to do two things. You got to put pressure on the quarterback and play tight coverage. So we continue to work on that. I think the thing that most gives me the most confidence in our defense is how competitive spring ball was. You know, the first couple of years, usually in spring ball, the offense did better than the defense. But this year in spring, every scrimmage that we had, every situation we went out to, it was very, very competitive. And there was tight coverage, there was ball batted down, there were interceptions. So I feel like we've really improved.
So looking forward to coming season. It is a difficult challenge. One of the newspapers or magazines said it was the fourth toughest schedule in the country. We're usually always in the top 10 for difficult schedule. When you're sort of in the middle of the pack in the SEC, and you play all the top teams, as we do. And we also play Clemson every year, and usually one ACC team. You're going to have a difficult schedule. But we believe our team's ready to compete, so we're going to find out this coming season.
Coach,
Questions? Yes. The state of our program, I think, is in pretty good shape. I believe it is. We've recruited well. Obviously, Marcus Lattimore was the big signee last year. The year before, Stephon Gilmore and Alshon Jeffrey, two South Carolina kids that really couldn't go anywhere in the country. So we're doing some good things. We need to win big. We need to win more than 7 games. Well, they've got the same players pretty much. I know Kentucky returns a lot of their offensive guys especially. And Rob Caldwell, just saw him. He'll do an excellent job there. And he's beaten us too the last 3 years. So they're always tough. See, the other new coach is in Tennessee. And they've been recruiting. They've got good players. Derek Dooley, I think, will do an excellent job there. I guess it is sort of interesting that not many teams return their starting quarterback for some reason. But again, all these teams have had players practicing, getting ready to play. So who knows what a huge difference or if it will be a difference.
Speaking of quarterbacks, so you call starting, who did you vote for this year?
Who did I vote? I voted for Jed and Steve. Where's Jim? Yeah, I handled that very poorly last year. I really did. But my director of ops, he got a raise out of the deal. So sometimes the crisis of today becomes the joke of tomorrow. That's exactly what that situation was a year ago. But yeah, Ryan Mallett is, I think, the leading candidate to be all SEC. He had an excellent year last year, and he's definitely a big-time quarterback.